So I'm standing here on the red carpet at the MovieGuide Awards with Lacrae, and Grammy Award winner, former Grammy Award winner, and now you're up for actually Grammys for a Grammy here in what, 2 days?
Yeah. It's a crazy situation.
Right. So being a Christian rapper, for those of you who don't know, he's a Christian rapper. What awards are you up for at the Grammys, and who are some of the big stars that are in those categories?
I'm up for Best Rap Performance, and that's Eminem, Drake, Kendrick, and Childish Gambino. So, and then there's a couple other categories as well that I'm just a contemporary Christian, and then also gospel. So it's a beautiful thing, man.
How does it feel having being labeled, or did you plan to be labeled as a Christian rapper, or that's just how they labeled you? But how does it feel whether you enjoyed it or endorsed it or not? Yeah. How does it feel now to have mainstream success as a quote-unquote Christian rapper?
Well, for me, I just want to make good music. I'm an artist at the end of the day, and so I know people like categories, and that's what people do. So it's understandable. I just think that it's dope, man. I love God and I rap, and so I want to make good music.
So being called a Christian rapper, is that something that you just kind of fell into, or when you set out to make music, you said, man, I just want to do no curse words, I just want to be a man of God and just rap about,
No, I was just being myself. So it's not really, if anybody who listens to my music, I talk about social issues, I talk about, love and relationships, I talk about everything. It's not necessarily, what somebody would say, oh, that's gospel or anything, but I'm just being me, and, it's like, I don't shoot people, you know what I mean? I'm not misogynistic, so I'm not going to rap about that type of stuff. It's not me trying to create some kind of thing, it's just me being myself.
The coolest thing about that is Drake was saying that people hate Drake because Drake gets to wake up every day and be Drake. He doesn't rap about things that that aren't him. He has real emotions, yeah, and he raps about that stuff. So that's what he likes. Is that kind of how you feel? Like you get to wake up being Lacrae?
That's exactly it, man. I don't have anything to prove. I don't have to pretend to be anything. It's just kind of like, I think people just haven't had a lot of contact with somebody like myself, so they don't know what to do with it. But once you get your hands on it, you're like, okay, I get it.
So you had one of the biggest albums of 2014, and you outsold Maroon 5. Talk to me about that, about what it was like. All of a sudden, your first album, I believe, right? Your first album coming out, a commercial album, I think.
Well, I've been making music for a long time, but this is my first #1 album.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it just, for me, man, that really just says a lot more about the fans. It says a lot more about their support and just them, appreciating what I'm doing, and that's why I do it. At the end of the day, I don't try to make music that, a lot of people haven't heard me, because I don't really try to make radio hits. I just try to make life-giving music that people appreciate, and that's when people find it, they gravitate to it and love it.
So what do you think you get? So being up for a Grammy in the next, 2 days, the likes of the Kendrick Lamars and the Eminems. Yeah. What are you? I know deep down inside as a Christian man, you're like, I hope I win, but you're happy to be there, right? But at the same time, if you do win, what do you think is going to change? What are you looking forward to if you do happen to get that big nod again?
Yeah, well, I think the nomination says a lot in and of itself. The nomination says that you can't just pigeonhole rappers. You can't just pigeonhole people who do hip hop. We are not just this homogenous group. We're not all gangsters, we don't all get high, we don't all, so I'm allowing people to see that there's variation within the genre. And, if I win, then hopefully more people will be free to be themselves. And if they're not, what they think the industry wants, then they'll just be themselves like I'm being.
So real quick, Lacrae, tell me about the road that you took to get to where you are today, to be able to sign with a major label and get major representation.
Well, actually, I'm independent. I own my own label. Awesome. And so I'm just...
But the distribution's kind of big.
Yeah. Distribution helps, but, that's obviously. But that's been great. It's been a wonderful road, a wonderful journey, and... it doesn't happen without hard work.
All right, well, thanks, Lacrae, man. We wish you luck, man. Good luck at the Grammys in the next couple of days. All right, thanks so much.
Yeah.